What's going on, YouTube peeps? What I got for you today is yet another video of my 88 S10. As you can see, I got a new grill on there with my new headlight bezels, aluminum radiator, another transmission cooler down there. None of that stuff matters though right now because I got my motor tore down. I'm getting ready to, my next project is going to be putting a little bit better motor in there, more performance wise, and getting it rebuilt and everything redone. I get some new suspension, tubular A-arms and all that good stuff. But anyway, what I'm going to be working on today, or what I'm going to be showing you today, is the S10 steering shaft upgrade. So what I have here is the original S10 steering shaft, and then these two steering shafts are out of 90s models Jeeps. This one was a Cherokee. That's a Grand Cherokee. And sure you already know. If not, I'm about to tell you. These steering shafts out of the Jeep Cherokees 90s models, they are clocked and they have the same splines as the S10. And when you install them, your wheel alignment and your steering wheel will be straight up. So what we got here is like I said, these Jeep steering shafts eliminates your rag joint, and it eliminates this ball joint up here and gives you a lot tighter steering feel and a lot more clearance. As you can see, you got a lot more clearance here than you do there, and a lot more clearance here than you do there. And like I said, it gives you a tighter steering feel because these U joints aren't as, they don't have as much slop as these you know, these old raggedy rag joints. They wear out over time, and then you got your steering wheel all floppy and loose and all that stuff. So anyway, it's a good upgrade. And so if you don't know, when you put a V8 in these S10s, your steering shaft runs through your header primary tubes. So if you got this big old thing in there and you got big primaries on your headers, you might end up getting some clearance issues and rubbing your headers and all that stuff. So this is a solution for that as well. So let's show you how I got this thing. Oh, one more before I forget. This particular steering shaft here has the plastic retainer inside. All I did was use an electric heat gun, and it's basically a hair dryer on steroids. But basically I heated this shaft up right here until that plastic melted out, and then I was able to pull this thing right on out nice and smooth, and it's super easy. You can see these grooves here where the plastic used to be, and I got that all cleaned up already. So this thing slides out, telescopes really easy now, as you can see. Okay, so let's see what we got here. I got a text message from my boo at work. Alright, so with the S10, it's the factory steering shaft. The flat side is facing that way, and then the double D is horizontal going this way. And then if you look at the Jeep steering shafts, it's the same thing. Flat spot there, flat spot facing that way on both. And then your double D's are horizontal, just like that. So it will line your steering shaft or your steering wheel and your wheels up. So I'll show you how this goes in. The splines from the Jeep and the S10 are the same. So with my wheels straight, my flat spot is up right here, and I did not have to cut this little nipple off right here. It works just fine. One thing you will have to do is clearance this top of your double D right here on your steering column. Okay, what happens is when you put this Jeep steering shaft in, your pinch bolt that clamps down to your steering column, this bolt runs through the round part of your steering column just a little bit, so you have to clearance that so your bolt will go all the way through. And I've done a little bit of extra security for safety. I'll show you that in a second. So what I'm gonna do is line this up, get my flat spot on the top. Trying to do this with one hand here. Okay, see how that goes all the way down on there, just like that. And then I can extend this thing and it slides right onto the S10 steering column, all the way up there, just like that. Okay, don't forget to clearance that or your bolt won't go through for the clamp for your pinch bolt. Okay, wheels are straight. Let's see if I got my transmission out here. Let me see if I can get the door open. Got so much crap in here. Steering wheel is straight. See that? Wheels, steering wheel. So everything lines up with the Jeep steering shaft and the S10. Now what I did, I went to Lowe's. I took the original clamp bolts with me as an example. They are M8 by 1.25 by 40 millimeters. I purposely got them a little bit longer so that way, like I mentioned earlier with the extra safety and assurance and all that, I got some lock nuts that I can put on there. Once I get them tightened down, that will be extra sure that this thing will never be able to back off and, you know, fall off on me or anything like that. So let me show you what I got here. The Jeep has the pinch bolt, and that's it. I'll slide this thing up some more. So my bolt will go all the way through and tighten down, as you can see there. And additionally, what I have done, the Chevy steering shaft, it goes through the shaft and the double D itself. There's a hole that goes all the way through. Basically what you have is a through bolt. The Jeep doesn't have that, it just has a clamp. And find what I did with my bolt here. Okay, it's down there. So I'm just gonna take this one and use it as an example. So I have the clamp bolt, and I also drilled a hole so this will also go through. So I have a double safety, if that makes any sense. I work on airplanes and everything's redundant. If one system fails, you got to back up to the backup to the backup. So this will never be able to come off. This bolt is going through this U-joint and the double D, and I got a clamp up here, so everything will be nice and tight. And then my spline will be tightened down as well. Like I said, I have plenty adjustment here. Everything lines up. Got plenty clearance for my headers here, and you know, headers here. Nothing's gonna be hitting or rubbing. So there you go. S10 steering shaft upgrade from a Jeep Cherokee / Grand Cherokee 90s model.